Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. In today's installment, I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons I don't like mowing the lawn. Now here in northern Ohio, the first time I mow is usually about the second week of April. That may come up or down about a week, but that's usually when I mow for the first time. The last time I mow is usually in October, maybe the first, second week of October. So that equates to 6 months out of the year that our lawn has to be mowed. On average, typically once a week. Sometimes it's more frequent than that, and other times not so much. But coming in at number 5 on reasons I don't like mowing the lawn is instances like today. It's 91 degrees out. The humidity is flirting with 100%. And in our 1 acre yard up by the house, we only have a couple trees. I'm under one of them right now. I don't like the heat. And mowing in the heat is not my cup of tea. Especially this time of the year, when all you're mowing off is buckhorn about that tall. Oh, and to counter number 5, I have an ice cold beverage. Coming in at number 4 is how much I have to mow. Now you're probably wondering, CJ, you just said in number 5 you only have an acre of ground. But that's up by the house. About every second or third time I mow, I have to go around an acre of pine. I have to mow around a 3.5 acre body of water and another ½ acre of water and about 1.5 miles of lanes that we like to keep mowed throughout the property. Oh, and to counter number 4, I have an ice cold beverage. Coming in at number 3 is having to mow the lawn when it's wet. And trust me, living out here in northern Ohio, it happens all the time. Now I can wait a few days to mow when it's dry enough, but then the grass will go from 8 inches to about 22 inches. Then it's a real pain to try to get through. So I plow through it with the mower. I get stuck about 15 times. The wife has to pull me out with the 4-wheeler. It's not pretty. When I get through mowing, the lawn looks horrible. It looks like there was an unsanctioned demolition derby that occurred in my yard the night before. But I don't care. I just don't worry about what the lawn looks like. And besides, I have a beverage to help counter number 3. Coming in at number 2 is my fear of breaking a belt while I'm mowing. I hate it when that happens. It messes up my whole day. I have to drive 16 miles to the nearest dealer that carries these belts to install it. Now, I know what you're going to say. CJ, why don't you just keep a couple spare belts in the garage or the barn to avoid that trip? Well, let me answer that. I like that 16-mile trip to get a new belt because it allows me to blow off steam and get prepared for the task that lies ahead. And that's replacing the belt. Because the engineers of this lawnmower had a sick sense of humor. I wish I had a couple aeronautical space engineers to help me change this belt. It's a pain in the butt. And it usually takes me the better part of 4 or 5 hours. I would rather go to the dentist for a couple root canals, followed up by a flexible sigmoidoscopy, than to change the belt on this mower. But to help me combat that, I have an ice cold beverage. And coming in at number 1, why I don't like mowing the lawn, is it cuts into my beverage drinking time. But I have a way to combat that. If you enjoyed this video and others, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that like button. And also, I ask that you share these videos if you get any enjoyment out of them with some of your friends.